It's me. I'm back.
Hey. I don't even know why you're here because I don't want you to be here.
Oh, who's that? Sebastian, remember? On Instagram.
She was like, oh, no, bruh, they've taken your spot.
Okay.
Joseph Tumba.
Yes.
A Congolese man with power.
And me writing this book, me writing the book, which I've got with me here. I'm sure we're gonna dive into it now. The whole idea came from my personal experience, which I've had in life, and also with my relationship as well,
This love thing ain't working. If it's working for you, it ain't working for me, it's not working.
Feeling like a freestyler right now.
Okay.
Yeah, with the whole thing, man.
Yeah, I'm about to spit some bars.
Yeah. Oh wait, what's happening, my good people? Hope you guys are doing good. Go by the name of Junior, some know me as Swoo, but whatever it is between the two, I'm now with them. Welcome to Keeping It Gassy. Welcome to the place where we inspire, we motivate, we empower the young generation. Welcome to Keeping It Gassy once again, and I'm not alone.
It's me. I'm back.
Hey.
You guys thought you got rid of me. I'm back.
Oh, who's that? Sebastian, remember? On Instagram.
She was like, oh, no, bruh, they've taken your spot. I'm back.
Where have you been?
Oh, so the last few episodes that are going to come out, probably the next 3, including Cammy, I think.
No.
Next 2?
Next
one. Next one is going to be Pink, the girl.
The lady,
yeah. So she's taken my place.
She's taking your place. So I guess you need another seat.
Sure.
Otherwise, the way she took your place, I don't think you're gonna come back.
Hey.
I don't even know why you're here because I don't want you to be here. Think she must come back.
And with that, I'd like to introduce today's guest, Joseph. I actually no. Please say your name because I don't want to butcher your last name.
Oh no, my name is easy. Just Joseph.
Joseph.
Yeah.
Your last name though. That's
Joseph Tumba.
Tumba.
Yes,
Tumba.
Ntumba.
You don't pronounce the N.
N is a silent.
It's silent.
Yeah.
Tumba.
Yeah.
Joseph Tumba.
Yes.
There you go.
You got it. You got it.
Yes, a Congolese man with some power. Can I get a? Yeah.
Okay. With some power. Okay.
Oh no, you don't like that.
I'm listening.
I'm waiting for the second line right now. Like,
I'm listening.
Hold on. Let me get back in the zone. All right.
Okay.
Joseph Tumba,
Yes.
a Congolese man with power. He came from many trials and tribulations.
heartbreaks even.
Really? Was that me?
And he has triumphed. He has triumphed above all.
Yes, and wrote a book.
Well, I didn't want to say that, but
It's already out there.
It's
So
already out there. So I mean, well, it's not out yet, but
the book thing is already out there. You've already said
like
it.
the
So
Yeah.
so I guess carry on. I want to listen more.
Junior, you messed up my flow. But anyways,
I'm sorry, dog.
this man has dealt with a lot,
Yeah.
and yeah, we are going to walk through it together as we hold hands.
No.
As we hold hands.
No.
Oh, that's a stronger.
That's the power that you was talking about.
That's a man's group
That's
right
the
there.
power that you're talking
That's
about.
a man's group. But yeah, sorry, yeah.
Yeah.
Joseph.
Joseph.
Oh my days. Oh my. You know what? Leave it.
Leave it. We need. It's either Pink comes back or I don't know.
Yeah, Pink should come and replace you. Leave it. Anyways,
Oh my God.
Yeah, we're here. Mm-hmm.
Joseph.
Yeah, man.
How are you, my brother?
Well, I'm very good and very excited and grateful to be here again.
Yeah.
To meet you guys. It's just something which I actually love. Personally, and even though I feel like I've grown, but I still feel I'm still young, and it always feels good to be around young people, like you, and young people. They really inspire me a lot. So that's why I'm like, okay, forever young, I'm always going to be that guy.
Yeah.
So just being here with you guys just feels good. It just feels
good.
home. And yeah.
Yeah.
That's good to hear, man. Yeah,
Yeah. And you know, he was so polite yesterday on the call when he was like, yo, I'm just excited for tomorrow.
He really was, yeah.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited. Like I said, I'm very excited.
Yeah.
It's been quite a while since just sitting with young people. I've been so isolated with myself for quite some time. With writing my book and all that. You already talked about it, so let me just
Yeah. I will get more into it.
So it's just like I needed that environment, with young people again to reconnect, to just feel this, it just feels so great.
Yeah.
The freedom around young people, it's so good.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we definitely free.
I can see.
Oh,
that.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's...
Yeah.
We like to open room, we like to be very accepting, of people, of our guests. Not that you guys are, weird or anything, but we love everyone.
Definitely, that's a good thing. I kind of feel like I've got quite a lot of questions to ask you guys, but I'm like, okay, that's all out, because they have to do that work. So you just chill. But we're here. We're gonna dive more into everything, I guess.
Yeah. You'll have plenty of time to ask us questions.
Definitely.
But anyways, let's get into it. Joseph is I don't know how you say it, self-made publisher. How would I say it?
Well, I'm a self-publisher, author. Yeah, so I've just written a book, like you said earlier on.
Yeah.
And I'm publishing the book by myself. And soon, which is on the 2nd November, I'm going to have my first ever book launch, in which I'm very excited. It's just a new journey, Yeah. So that's me. And beside my writing journey, I'm also an entrepreneur, or I also work into retail. And also, I'm a musician. I play the keyboard. And so that's
my blood.
That's me. There's more into about this Joseph. But we're gonna dive into it. Guys, keep watching.
I don't have anything.
Alright, cool. I'm trying to give you room because I have a lot to say.
It's young, so I give you room, but you don't. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. Let me focus on you.
No, come on. No, come on. It's like I see it in his eyes, man. I see it in his eyes. I'm like, no, keep quiet, bro. Your time will come. No, this is not your time.
Cool.
I was like, yeah. All right, take over, bro.
Yeah, I just want to go through the other stuff and then leave the book and other stuff towards the end, right? So I want to get into. Let's start with musician, because I think that's something I didn't know about you. I know you studied. Sorry, you could have said this actually. You studied sound design.
Yes.
And yeah, how's that going? Like, how in terms of musically, do you produce? What do you do?
You mean about the music thing? I just play the keyboard.
Okay.
It's a church thing. It's just it's a community thing which I found in church. So I just started playing keyboard, and that's something which I had. It's a talent which I had in me, which I didn't know. Cool. So the church actually gave me that platform, and I started playing keyboard, and also going up and. I wanted to do something about this music thing, And when I went to school, I just discovered this music thing. It's not really me. It's even people out there, they were expecting more, from me. And I found something new, which was the sound design. I just love sound design. I hope you guys know what sound design is. So I just dive more into it, the knowledge and everything, and that's something which I've studied as well. And it was quite a good journey. And so it's also not to come back to the writing, but it's like I always feel like writing is stolen, it's taken away that attention of music which I had, especially for music itself.
For music purely,
keyboard and stuff. So, but it's just like it's there, but I don't really give it so much attention.
Yeah. No, I fully.
So, but the sound design is there, and I've got few of my stuff which I did as well. And few other clients, that come and I do the sound design. But my full attention is not really there, like I say. I just would like to be honest,
Yeah.
The knowledge is there, but the attention is not there.
Yeah. Your focus is somewhere else, but you love music.
Definitely.
Yeah. You spoke about you learned in the church. Is this the church growing up, like back home?
Yeah, it was back home. Well, it's just this thing. When the church starting, they don't have a keyboard player, they don't have they have to pay these guys and all that. So I was young, so seeing that, I'm like, okay, so why is this pastor? I can see the pastor doesn't even make a lot of money, himself. Maybe he's not even working, but now he has to depend with the offering, all these things work at church.
Yeah.
So I kind of felt like, no, I have to do something. I was so young. I'm like, no, I have to do something. So I spoke to the pastor, like, no, is there a way I can learn how to play this keyboard and all this? No, the pastor was like happy, and that I got into this thing of just playing, And when I started playing and I enjoyed it, and you're young and you're playing there on stage, everyone's looking at you, you guys, our musicians, we suffer with this thing. When they see you in front there, it's like, no, this guy, and it just felt so good, and it just came from this thing of just wanting to help, and that's how everything started, and also enjoyed the journey, and it's a talent which was there, so I developed it, and here I am.
Yeah.
It's cooking.
Nothing. All right, we go again.
I'm looking at you. Are we time designer?
You full. Yeah.
My part is coming, bro. So
cool.
I just like it, man. Like my part is really coming. I'm a musician as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Like you sing, you play something?
I play the piano.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So
why did you keep it away from me after all this time?
that I'm keeping it a secret from a lot of
So you
people.
wanted the camera so you can tell me this. You guys are playing.
Me?
Let's switch off this camera now.
I didn't think it's him.
No,
Really? That's great.
I don't really tell people what I do.
Oh, no. I like that. You did well, actually. You did well, actually.
I mean, you kind of the same. You were very observative when we were together.
Yeah.
Today, just right now in the morning.
I like that you picked it up and just the way I am. It's not something which I can hide as well.
Of course,
So I just like to observe the environment,
Yeah.
And it's just
Well,
the way
what
I am.
did you observe though when you were just checking this out?
Well, it's just when you come into a new environment, you just have to look what's happening around, You see, you have to follow up on how people are and all that. So you just come with this energy. I don't know. You see, it's not a bad thing, but it's just my nature. I just like to observe how people are around, and also very important just to be polite with people, not to make people feel uncomfortable or however, but it's just the way I am. Just like to observe, and then I just flow with you, the way you guys are, and definitely we're gonna laugh, we're gonna do all this stuff. Also fun on my own, my own ways, but it's just that is just me. When I come to new environment, I like to observe. Even the first time I'm sure we met, it was just a bit quiet and all that, but that's just me, the way I like to be, around people, and you guys were also observing me. So you guys were also like, this guy, what is he doing? Is he observing us? You guys are also observing me.
Yeah.
We'd look back and
what is going on? Because I was very quiet, I was just observing. You see. So where I had to say something, I could say something later.
Of course,
definitely. You guys saw that, so I cannot fake that.
I even went to him. I'm like, yo, bro, I'm okay, son. Comfortable. What are we doing?
he pulled me out of the room and it's like, I think they're uncomfortable. I'm like, oh, okay. I don't know.
Because at the time you told me, no, if I can go out and chill, I'm like, no, I want to be here. I want to see what's happening with these guys. And I cannot just leave, I want to be part of this. That's why you say, I stood up there, So
because I was wondering, is he comfortable standing there the whole time?
Yeah, bro.
Because I was ready to take him out and go and sit down with him.
Imagine
outside.
this guy want to take me out. Me, I want to enjoy this environment. You want to take me out, like this guy. Like what's up? I'm like, what this dude? What's happening to this dude,
Sorry,
man?
what's he doing?
Like just want to take me out. Did I say I want to go out or what? When I wanted to go out to the toilet, I was out. So this guy is going to take me out. I'm like, no, I'm gonna be here.
Yeah,
man. Yeah. My part's not.
Junior, it's over to.
No,
Please.
he doesn't
Oh,
want.
it's
No, we keep running.
My
then.
part is not.
We'll keep running then.
Definitely, man.
Back home, the church, you learned how to play the piano. How was the whole relocating thing? Because so Joseph in his youth, his the twilight of his youth. Well, no, not the twilight. It was actually the mists in the middle. Like I think I read your what would you call that? Not a bio, but
Not a bio.
Yeah, you were 15, 16 when you were still moving within Congo to a different region. Was that to other family or?
Well, in my late 16, if I'm not mistaken, I had to relocate to another province because I was in the capital, which is Kinshasa. So I had to move to Katanga. That's the south of the country. So that shift, that move has really changed my life, and because I realized that I was alone, without my parents, without a family, and it was very challenging, just as young as I was alone, and I didn't get attention which I needed, without my parents being there physically, in the sense whereby they wouldn't call to check up on me.
Yeah.
You see, I don't even know. I feel like the entire time I was there for almost like a year, I didn't even speak to any of my siblings. You see, I've got 4 of them. So I felt so alone. You see, yes, I was there with my uncle who's busy, wakes up in the morning, goes to work and all that. So I felt alone, and that really affected me so much. You see, and I always feel like that time also helped me, just to discover myself, because I as much as I was trying to want that attention, but I couldn't get it. You see, I become a bit so traumatized, I'm like, these people have abandoned me and all that, you start developing certain things in your mind, which is not actually true, but it affected me so bad, and I remember once my dad called me, we're talking on the phone, and I'm very upset, I'm like, I just ended the call, very disrespectful. I just ended the call. I'm telling you, what, you guys don't check up on me, you guys don't send me money, I'm living here, I'm suffering and all that. I'm not like I'm suffering, but it's just like you miss that parent attention. You see, which actually affected me. I feel like I'm alone and all this thing. And I felt like after some times growing up, I'm like, oh, Joseph, you actually needed that experience, because through that experience, it made you the person that you are today. Because if you did go through this experience of you being alone, you wouldn't be the person that you are today. You see, because it was just bad for me. You see, I need my parents, I need that attention, but it was not there. So I felt like that me relocating was very important. And also I discovered quite a lot of things, about myself. Even this writing thing, I can tell it started also by that time. It's me being there. And
Was this motivated by school? Like, why did you leave your parents?
Well, I had to go to school.
School.
Yeah, to a school, and then also by that time I had to join my father, who was here in South Africa. Yeah, because I left my mother and my one sibling, my big brother as well. So my father and my 3 siblings were already here in SA. So I had to complete my last high school at Katanga, and then move this side. So, but when I got there, things, didn't go accordingly the way it's supposed to be. So I had to be there for like a year and a half, something like that. So that's all time, that's where I felt whatever that I felt.
So here's, because I know you're a big how do I say? You're big on mental health, right? And a lot of problems with mental health start from an early age, right?
Definitely,
right?
definitely.
So I understand for you in that year and a half, you felt very neglected, right? Because you saying your uncle will also leave, so you're almost alone in this kind of phase of your life, right? So I had a different upbringing where I went to a boarding school, right? So in the, I want to say similar stage, because I was 15 as well, but I did this for 5 years. I was with friends, in a boarding school, you're surrounded by people all the time. So it's a different type of environment. You know what I'm saying? Did you have friends like surrounding you around that time, or?
Well, as much as I had friends, I had a community which just liked me,
Cool.
Because I had a church around there. I wish I could keep it in order, because where I was, I could only speak French. There was also a local language, but I couldn't speak it. But for the
Yeah.
fact that
Yeah.
I was speaking only French, it was people they just loved. It is someone someone new here in the room. It can
Yeah.
only speak this language.
Yeah.
I felt welcome. To be honest, I felt welcome in the environment, but that was not enough to me because I was just missing that big part
Yeah.
of me, which
Yeah.
is my family. You see, they kind of helped me, to be honest, as well, just to sometimes, just to forget about my family. But
Yeah.
I can tell you it was not enough. It was not enough. All the time I was still, every day I was thinking a lot, I was just having this thing, these people neglected me and all that. But I'm still grateful that the community was there,
Yeah.
at least that love that they showed me, the way they welcomed me, it was important for me. You see, because we never know what could have happened if I never felt welcome there as well.
Yeah.
Because it's not every environment where you find yourself, you can feel welcomed. You see, but at least I felt welcome. Even my uncle was making sure, you must go to church, you must do this, try to find something to do at church, you play keyboards, try to be in the music department. He was
Yeah.
forcing me, to do all these things. So that's when I had just to dive with that flow and just have that family. I accept that family by force.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
I think a lot of people don't understand the community that you get from church. There's a line that I just saw like yesterday. I even posted it. It said, "Where God is, love is there as well." So meaning that like it's a community full of people who have been through the same thing you've been through, and some might be going through the same thing that you were going through at the same time. But then like being together like that and forgetting about what you have at home or forgetting about what you're actually facing is really nice. Like just having a community on its own. It cannot only be church, but just doing something at a time where you just feel like you're at your lowest, you're isolated and all that stuff. It's really amazing. Yeah, that's what I wanted to say, but I just feel like...
No, man, you're right. Because sometimes, when we have those activities at church, also, that gathering, it's very important. It's very important. And also the good thing about it is like maybe we have issues which we can relate to, Maybe you went through the same thing like you say. So if I come to you and I tell you, no, Jonah, I went through this thing and all that, and you're like, oh, Mitchell, I went through this thing. It creates that bonds, And also, you don't feel alone in this situation, you see, and which also just makes you at least also feel like, okay, I'm not alone in this situation. So, I'm like, okay, but Jonah, Lennox, what did you do, in this situation? You see, now you've been open to find a solution on or how to deal with this situation. The person, no, I did this, I did that, and that can also help you also to open up. You see, because what I realized with this mental thing, yes, it always comes from our past. You were traumatized by an event or whatever, and you start thinking a lot about that event, and then you become depressed and all that. So now you get to the point whereby you don't want to, you don't know to whom to open up to. You see, because I cannot just go to anyone to open up about this issue. You see, but if I can find someone who has been through the same thing, I will feel motivated. I'll be like, okay, I'm not alone in this situation. This person has been through this thing, and they're like this, they're fine with this. Okay, let me go to this person and open up and talk about this thing.
Yeah.
So it's just that stage, I feel like it's just very important, because I feel like we all go through things, but why don't we open up?
Open up, yeah.
Yeah, why don't we open up? You see, it's only later we discovered Linux was going through this thing.
Yeah. And I
it's so sad. I hate it to just discover later on this person was going through this thing, and they never opened up.
They never opened up. When was it? When remember when we had Destiny on the show?
Yeah.
We had Destiny on the show. So something weird happened that day. Okay, it was the first time ever interviewing like somebody who's part of the LGBTQ community, right? And all of us, like, we acted different at the time. Not all of us. Okay,
You must be honest.
not all of us.
Talk well.
Not all of us. Look,
Talk well.
talk well.
Rephrase yourself.
In a way, no. But I wasn't acting different because
You're just kidding,
I'm used to it. It's the aftermath of it. I remember late at night. What time did we drop you off again?
I don't know. It was like 10 midnight. I don't know,
midnight.
between that space.
So when we came, when he okay, Destiny mentioned something about saying, like, do you like? It's just a question. He was like, do you think I like being called the name that I'm being called every time I'm walking in the streets because I'm gay? And everyone was like, ooh. But we don't see it because they're strong, you know, it's like they're confident. No matter what you say, that just they'll walk with confidence and leave.
They don't care about whatever people say around them.
They don't care. But that's how they put it out there, but they actually do care when they get home, right? And then when we got to now, we're driving back home now. I think we're about to drop off Lennox. We parked there. And then the craziest thing happened. Everyone starts pouring out now what was inside. Even him.
He started releasing.
He started releasing.
There was nothing to release. Let me tell you what happened that day. There was nothing to. What I released is, I thought the show was good. These guys were releasing. They were like, yo, I felt this way during the thing. And I was like, bruh,
Damn.
what? I was surprised. I was shocked because I was just interviewing this person, you know, just, just going with the motion. I was hearing these guys, feeling different about it. It was,
It's just, for me, it was more of I was just shocked. I was like, oh man, are we opening up? Oh, let me open up.
Yeah.
Let me
we were very young in the show as well.
Yeah, very, very young. And that's why, like, meeting new people, meeting different people, it's opening up our minds also.
Definitely.
To a point where, even with him, I don't know, sometimes I think he's just being polite. Sometimes I just talk too much. We just chill and I just tell him like, yo, bro, you know I've been going through this week. And 1, 2, 3. And he just keeps quiet. I don't know what's happening in his head. But the fact that he listens, I'm just like, okay, cool.
No, actually, I actually like that what you're doing, because the funny thing is when you're opening up, sometimes, you want maybe to hear from the person. And you think, okay, I want this person to tell me what to do, or maybe he can tell me something I can feel motivated. But fun fact, you don't actually need that.
You don't.
The fact that you just open it up, you've already helped yourself.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. You've just helped yourself. Just opening up. It doesn't matter if the person say whatever. No. Let's just look at it. It's very funny what the therapist does. When you go through therapy, I don't know if you guys have been. I've been. But this is what happens. The therapist speaks less. They don't even. They speak less. The person who speak more is the patient. Why is it that? Have you asked yourself a question? Why when you go to therapy, the therapist they don't even speak. They just speak less, and the patient has to speak more. They want you to speak more,
They
to
want
open
you to
up.
find yourself.
You see, to find yourself. You see, because the more you do that, it's like the more you open up, it's like it's a path to your healing. If I have to put it that way. You see, so me, I'm just sitting there, I'm just listening. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
because
you're just there listening.
Because the funny thing is about opening up, you cannot just open up to anyone, but when you open up to that one person, you've not done it.
Yeah, it helps a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, it does. It really does.
With therapy, especially, what I learned is, well, I don't know if it's true. I learned this from was it a TV show?
Did you really go to therapy, or
did you really go to
No,
therapy?
I did. I'm just talking about how this TV therapist said how they work is that they don't give you solutions. They let you work through.
Yes.
They let you find it yourself.
Yes.
What they're doing is they're just asking the right questions. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They're just asking the right questions. That's all they're doing. You're basically renting a friend for like a
That's
few
true,
hours.
because I also feel like even the way we are, the two of us here, if I can get to ask you the right question, maybe you're going through something which you don't know how to speak about, but if I can ask you the right question which can pinpoint that problem, you want to feel that you'll be comfortable to open up. You see, so those guys that were trained to know what to ask.
Exactly.
That's why when you go to the therapist, they will ask you about everything about what you do in your life to get to that point where you feel like, this guy once was speaking about this thing, he was a bit shaken.
Yeah.
So let me now dive more into this.
Let me ask
thing.
about his dog.
Yeah.
Maybe
Now that you
something
mentioning
random.
this, I remember. So every Sunday, I get lifts to go back home. So I was still at Randburg at that time.
Yeah.
That was the last Sunday I was at Randburg. So I get a lift from people from church. We're in the car. No, the lady's nice. Like, no, sit in front. Sit in front. I'll sit in the back with the kid.
The gentle lady.
I'm like, wow, this lady's so nice. Okay, we going. you know, you have to start conversations with people in the car, you know.
Yeah.
How are you? How are you? What do you do? What do you... And then they asked me, like, yo, what do you do? And it's, we're just starting something like a podcast, something, you know. This lady's like, for a second, she's quiet. It's just me and the man talking. She's like, she pops up, like, why did you start a podcast?
Great
I'm
question.
like, no, I just want to hear people understand what they're talking about. I was like, okay, chilled.
Exactly.
She chills. It's like a moment of silence.
Yeah.
The husband is like, my boy, beware. Don't answer too many questions. Don't ask too many questions. I'm like, nah, man, who are you to tell me that, you know? She's like, you know, the things people do really reflect to how their childhood was. Like, I'm like,
That's true.
I'm like, ma'am, are you a therapist? She's like, yes, I'm a therapist. I'm a very qualified therapist. I'm like,
for real?
Whoa, my God. So now in my head, I'm thinking, let me see what this lady can tell out, you know? If I tell you that I left that car angry,
What happened? Tell us the story. Finish the story. What happened?
I left angry, bro.
I left that car. I was like, it was a whole ball of emotions. I didn't understand what was actually happening.
Oh, damn.
Like, I was upset. I was confused. I was conflicted.
Mixed emotions.
And I'm like, what? Because this lady is like, yes, you see my husband is doing finance. It's because of the issue that there was no money at home, so now he's doing finance. And I'm like, yo, man, that's so harsh. You know, in my head, the husband is like, boy, I told you, beware. Now she's asking me about, like, you know, like the questions are coming out. Like, she's asking me about the family. How's your family like? Like, I'm born in a family of PKs. She's like, oh, were you heard most of the time? Were they listening to you whenever you said something? I'm like, no, come to think of it. No. No, she told me, she was like, okay. After that question, she was like, how was your high school? I'm like, hey, high school was nice. Did all this head boy stuff and all of that stuff. You know? And I'm like, oh, okay. But did you feel like you had to live a double life? I'm like, hey, what's happening with this lady? When they dropped me off, though they wanted to drop me off at home straight, you know. I think I had a little bit of cash there. I'm like, no, I just want to grab something to drink, and yeah, I'll head home. They dropped me off by a parking lot by this small complex there, Meat World. You know what I did? I stepped out of the car. I looked at my phone. I went in a direction that I knew very well that I'm not going that side. When I got to the garage, I stopped and freezed. I'm like, no, where am I going? I went back home. It's like, that's how like confused I was. Like in that moment, I'm like, yo, this lady
just look how the lady just plays with your mind, you know. Just in a minute, you know, you find yourself here, there, and here and there. That's what those therapists they do to us, you see. Because sometimes we want to deny certain things that we've been through in life, you know. You don't want to go back in the past because you feel like if you have to go back, it's a painful experience or whatever. It's gonna hurt me. It's gonna make me feel somehow. But the truth is, you have to go there in order for you to. Yeah, you have to look back. You have to go back there to that specific event in order for you to heal and to move on. And I feel like a lot of people they don't just want to.
Of course,
it's not easy.
It's not easy.
It's not easy, but they just don't want to. But that's the only. I feel like that's the only way in order for you also just to heal. You see, because even if I have to talk about my situation, I have to. It's like I'm talking about it, or you were talking about your situation in the car with the lady. You just have to go back, but you going back, you don't like it. You just talking about it. It's like yes, I'm talking about it, but you just don't like it. You know.
Yeah.
So that's why you felt however you felt at that moment, because the question also were coming. It's not like the question were a lot, but you kind of made it like this question is just too much.
It's difficult. It's difficult.
It's difficult and all that.
It's just some different, like as you were saying, like they asked the right questions, and just tap in. It's just
Shakes you up.
It's just crazy. It's really just crazy. It's just amazing.
Yeah.
I have Should I ask this question or you still want to?
I mean, bro, I guess this is your time, eh?
I guess this is my time, right?
Joseph, this is the time.
The guy is just chill, like, man. Take over.
You win before you all fall.
I know.
And then they say it's keeping the gas. Yeah, but okay. Who is the girl on the cover of the book?
Oh man.
Oh, you going that far? Whoa.
Take it slow, man.
Take it slow. Where we
Please.
going?
You see, they give you the
No, like pack,
Ne?
pack.
I must still pack. You'll tell me. You know.
I'll give you. Yeah.
Just go like.
Yeah,
man. Let's
You know.
go gradually. Small,
Hold on. I don't even know how we got into therapy actually, but
Yo, dog. Yeah.
No, it's
Anyways.
when you asked me about the mental health, all things. So
Cool.
I think that's where we just dived. Yeah,
And
but
about-
it was important just to talk about it as well.
yeah, and about my main point was for the people that community is very important. That family isn't constrained to blood ties or the laws or marrying laws or whatever. Family is what you make of it. You get me?
Yeah.
I hope I'm being a little deep there. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
true.
he's
That's
trying
true.
to be me, you know.
No, that's true.
Whatever. But yeah, family is what you make, and it's the community around you is very important. Make sure that you surround yourself with very I don't want to say supportive people, but like I don't even know what type of surround yourself with your people, man. That's your family right there. You know, I surround myself with Junior, that's my family. Tapang, Pink, that's family, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, extended family. I don't know what you want to call it, but yeah, that was my main point.
Family is the word.
Family is the word.
Family's the word.
That was my main
I think
point.
there was a saying like, but see, okay, I'll try to translate it. The saying, the family is the people you're gonna meet along the journey that you're walking. That was like, in the mother tongue is. Oh, I just wanted to say it.
No,
but I
say it
know
in the
it's
mother
gonna be
tongue. Yeah.
a problem. But sin, uputo wako bantu laba kusibonga bati. But ubati ngale ndlela le uhamba kuyo. Like the path that you're going through. It's like you're gonna meet people that are gonna be your family, people who are going to support you. I can't say, okay, let me say it, even more than your family did. They wanna see you for who you are. Way bigger than what your family ever saw.
Of course.
So yeah, I think he's right, man.
But
He's
be
right.
careful.
No, you're scaring us now.
Be careful of what? Because I'm like waiting, like okay,
Like the guy started well. No, we got excited. Yes. But no, like, be careful, man. Be
careful.
Be careful. That's all I'm saying. Like, because there's false,
True.
there's false
You're right.
people. That's why I'm saying it's very hard to pick friends, man. It's very hard to actually make a circle because it's not a thing that forms over 2 days. This is, even people that you form long relationships with, they can like cut you out,
Easy.
like
Just
yeah. So
I personally feel like family still stick together, no matter what.
like blood family.
Let's just look at it
family.
like blood family.
Yeah,
No
yeah.
matter what your father or your siblings did to you, it was bad, whatever. But still, because it's family, you guys stick together. So why not we talk about this extended family which we're talking about? It's this thing of like I've been with Junior, for maybe 5 years, 6 years, and one big situation happened. And then you're like, okay, no, Junior cannot be my friend anymore. And then you guys break up.
Yeah,
your
it can be
relationship.
quick like that. Yeah,
It can be quick like that, but that was never family.
yeah, you can't really do that.
That was never family at first,
Yeah.
you see. But if you guys can still stick together, regardless of the situation that you guys encounter, that's family.
That's family.
That's family,
Right
yeah.
there. Yeah, exactly.
Because it's like, no, I was in this relationship with interest because Junior was doing this, because this guy was doing, because this people was doing this for me. You see, so anytime something can happen, let me just leave this
I'll throw
relationship.
you away.
So that was never
Yeah,
family.
yeah.
So I like what you say, like we've got family out there as well. It's just a matter of just knowing who to trust and who to believe, and who also
Exactly.
can
Yeah.
actually also be there for you no matter what. And that's very hard to find beside the blood family.
Besides the blood family, he's actually stating facts because I remember my whole primary and high school life, I used to jump from friend group to friend group, friend group to friend group, like trying to find the right friends. Like I've always been that. Look, I don't want money, bro. I don't want your toys. I just want someone to chill with.
Of course.
Yeah.
That's all I want, dog. If you have like 2 slices of bread, I don't
I'm
mind
okay,
cutting
yeah.
it in the middle.
That's
You get one.
that's what family does.
Yeah, I've been looking for that for a long time, and like also entered high school, had a very difficult time in grade 8. Nobody wanted to be my friend. Grade 9, when I started now saying I'm standing up for myself, puberty started kicking in. I was big, bro. I was fat, bro. Yeah.
Those girls, they took all your stress.
You see, the stress ate him up. The stress ate all the fat.
And then like 10, 9, I only found friends that I was like, okay, now these are my friends.
Yeah.
I found them when also it wasn't a good time also. Like you're starting to see things like in your family that you're like, oh, dude, I never knew this was real. You're starting to remember stuff that you told yourself to forget. And now I'm like, oh, now this is rough.
Yeah.
These guys just came in and we went through with all our problems. You see, like it's like it's just the three of us. We all know we're going through our own nonsense. But then I'm like, you're going through your own nonsense? I'm with you.
Yeah.
It's like going through that?
Man.
I'm with you. It's like I'm still with those guys even now. And that's how crazy it is. And even adding with the community that I have now, it's even broader because I was with them, these guys, the friends that I say, these are my friends, where we went through all the nonsense together. And to people who went through the nonsense we went through, but then now they've overcome it. So now I'm in a place where I'm like, okay. So now those communities where I grew with them, I'm growing with them even now. These communities, the people I'm looking up to. It's like I just love that right now. And it's just like sometimes it doesn't just happen because you want it to happen. It will just happen, G, instantly. Yeah.
That's the beauty of finding the right people. It just make things easy for you also, and then you guys just move together. That's even the power of the community because in the community when you are surrounded with the right people, it makes it easy for the vision to move forward.
Yeah.
You see, but if you are surrounded with the wrong people, you don't understand. But am I doing something wrong here? You see, because you're surrounded. That's why it's also. I like what you say. It's very important just to look at the type of people that you're surrounded with. Be careful. You see, be careful. I like that thing that you said earlier on.
Yeah, maybe I should. I'm joking.
I always tell this guy he's good, bro.
No. Sometimes it's something you need to appreciate, because it goes a long way. You see, because maybe you might have something in you, but you neglect it. Like, no, it's fine. But that thing can impact a lot of people out there. So. So you have to develop it. I don't want it to end like this story in the Bible whereby God gave these guys, the talent, and the other one did you go to develop it, and God one came back like it took away what the person had because it did nothing with what he gave them. So you shouldn't be that type of person. If you have something in you, just try to develop it. That was just an advice between me and Lennox. So you gotta have this.
Nah, guys, it's fine. I have a lot of motivational quotes on my social media. So go through that. I'm always cooking, man. I'm always cooking.
Sorry, I lost my train of thought there. But anyways, that was a little bit of that. And then you came here to join family again. Yeah. And you finished high school here?
Yes. Remember, I had to finish my last year, but it didn't work out. Like I said, it didn't work out. So when I came here, the first thing I did, I had to learn how to speak English, I had to learn how to speak English. And my siblings knew how to speak, so they helped me out. And I went to school. I had to go to school of learning how to speak English, but I didn't want to. I said, no. I said, let me just go straight to school, because I felt like that's where I'm gonna learn very fast. So it also worked out. I don't know if you guys know this cartoon. It's called Cool Kids.
Cool
Kids.
Kids.
We are the cool kids.
We don't wanna get.
Oh no, the show
that cartoon actually taught me a lot, man.
Really?
Shut
up.
It was at 2 p.m. I had to wait for 2 p.m. to work because the English was quite easy, for you to understand. So that cartoon helped me a lot.
Man, that's
so
great,
I'm really grateful for whoever did that cartoon. So
that's great.
Just a shout out to that person.
Shout out to you guys, man. Yeah, shout out.
So,
that's great.
So that's what happened, and then I did my last year. High school, I got my metric, and then I went to School of Music, Copa. I studied music things, like I told you, and then I discovered this music things. Now I have to let me go to the sound design and all that. That's all. But it's just fun, like in my family. It felt good. That felt good. My father, my siblings, it just felt good.
Where were you guys based when you came here?
In Johannesburg.
Oh, okay,
Based in
okay.
Johannesburg, yeah. And we're still in Johannesburg.
Yeah.
I've been there one move.
He's a Joburg.
I'm
He's
a
a
Johannesburg boy,
Joburg,
yeah.
Yeah.
If you put it that way.
City boy.
City boy.
City boy. Yeah, it is. Yeah. A great journey from very far, man. That's Central Africa to
here.
the
Yeah.
south. Great journey, man. And now you're here, man. This
Then listen,
I'm here with the
Double K.
with the boys, the
With
Joburg boys.
the real Joburg boys.
the real Joburg must be taking over. Nah, but literally, we really are taking over.
Definitely.
That-
Just keeping it
That's
casual.
right. Yep, keeping it classy.
Beware. But yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit, just a little bit of Jomidas? Is that part of your entrepreneurial side now?
Okay, that's a good question.
Just
okay.
a little bit.
So Jomidas actually it's a community which I have just started, So it's all about helping out people who are seeking ways,
Yeah.
to deal with their past, traumas, and people who seeking, relationship support and also advice, and that's Jomidas. And to go a little bit, to talk more about it, just for you guys to have a bit of insight. The whole idea came from my personal experience, which I've had in life, and also with my relationship as well, And me writing this book, me writing the book, which I've got with me here. I'm sure we're gonna dive into it now. Me writing this book.
I thought it was going to be big.
It was a big book, yeah.
No, it's a testament. It's a testament.
I get to be the
It's a
first to
testament.
touch it, bro.
So me writing this book, it's just also a way of me also just telling people out there it's okay to open up, to speak about it. It's a true story, and you have to lead by example. You see. So that's why Jomidas is there also to just help out those kind of people, because I've been traumatized. I've been depressed in life. I've encountered some problem in my relationship, my love relationship.
Yeah.
And the book there, it speaks about my journey and all that. So that's the Jomidas, because I feel like a lot of people also are going through this kind of thing and they need that support. So let's create that community, you see, to help each other.
No, that's great. He's busy wrecking your book there.
Don't trade yet.
If
If you read, you're playing double.
Exactly.
Yo, imagine.
Oh, wow. I thought it was going to be a big book, This is quite...
No, this is quite,
Like
it's
palm
easy
size.
to travel with,
Yeah, very easy to travel with.
That's smart.
Innocent Love, a testament of youth from a lover's perspective. Yeah. All right. Well, no, we'll get into this.
Yeah.
Anyways, Jomidas is
Yeah.
a community, a family, guys.
Community.
Yeah.
If you relate through, if you can relate, so this is the best place,
Yeah.
And I just feel like I just want to listen to people. You see, I've got that. I feel like I've got that patient, just to listen to people, maybe in future I can be a therapist. Who knows? God only knows.
Yeah.
But I don't have to have that qualification in order to help people.
don't.
You see. So I just feel like people are going through a lot of things, and I'm like, okay, let me be that person to listen. You see, I feel like listening goes a long way.
It really, like we've said, like we've said, it's...
And also, from my experience, I can also advise. Why not?
Get in the zone, brother.
No, it's trying to digest. It's trying to digest. It's too much. It's too much on him. It's trying to digest.
Sorry. It's a question for like the people. How do they reach out? Is it as simple as like plugging a comment under one of your thingies? Like, how do we talk to Joseph?
Okay, I've got my website. Just to let you guys know, my website is coming out on the 3rd November because my book launch is going to be on the 2nd. So on the 3rd of November, my website will be live. It's already ready. I just need to put it live. So just go visit my website. It's www.jomidas.co.za. So you go there. There's a place where you can fill up your, just your name, surname, and write whatever that you want to write. That's how you can reach out. And also not to make it too fancy. I'm on Instagram as well, Joe Midas. You can reach me out there, and then let's connect.
Cool. Yeah.
Let's connect.
Course. Yeah. I was about to say, and we're also looking for a website, but I forgot those dreams. That we'll talk about that in Junior Diaries coming up,
brother.
Anyways,
why you gonna expose them?
Sorry. Anyways, now, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, this guy's been waiting
The
for
moment
this time, right?
we've been waiting
This is
This
all
guy's
he's
been
waiting for.
Wait.
Wait.
Sorry.
Let's get in the zone. Ladies and gentlemen, the moment we've been waiting for. The book, the long anticipated book that is about to launch on the 2nd of November, 2024. In Randburg. Is it Feindale?
Yes.
Yes. Venue, the Church of Scientology.
This guy knows everything. You guys talking on me. This guy.
You see now.
That's my boy. That's my boy.
You see now. So yes. Yeah, now we can get into it.
Boom! There it is.
Boom. We're also gonna put a picture.
It's also got some stuff on the back, but I'm not gonna read that to you.
Oh.
But get the book.
Yeah, get the
Okay,
book. Get the book. It's launching soon.
Yeah.
Me, I've asked them questions. No, personally, I've tried to get I remember the time I met him. I tried to get a sneak peek of what's actually happening.
This guy is trying.
I remember he was telling me, he was asking you questions, trying to get into what this book is about, and
I almost got it. He got to a moment where he was like, he's dropping me off now. I'm like, no, don't drop me off. Let's go. I want to know, And I'm trying a little bit. It's like I'm trying to get what's actually happening.
Yeah.
He's giving me the answers, but he's taking the long way around.
to get there. Yeah.
And in my head, I'm like, my guy, give me the story.
Trying to push you away.
Just give me
He's
the story.
He's trying to push you away. He's
Yeah.
saving it for the podcast.
No, waiting for the right time.
Exactly.
The time.
Yeah,
Come on.
exactly.
He's
It's
asking
nice
me
to
the wrong
know.
question,
Imagine.
at the wrong time, So the question is right, but
Yeah,
the
wrong timing.
Anyway, now I'm here. Since I spoke about opening up, I'm gonna answer you guys' question. You guys can answer.
Me,
Ask any
it's-
question.
For me, first things first. Is that the girl that broke your heart there? Or the
How,
third
Junior?
Well, you asking you really asking the question to be asked.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, let me. Well, the girl, she's not the girl who.
Yeah.
There's no girl who broke my heart. I don't know where you got this thing of someone breaking my heart, guys. Why are you exposing me like this now?
It's fine. It's fine.
No,
Come on, man.
there is no girl who broke my heart, and the lady in the picture, she's not the one.
Oh,
she's not
but
the one.
she's similar to the one that broke your heart.
If you say so, but she's not the one.
If I say so, that means I'm right. She's similar to it.
She's not the one. Yeah.
She's not the one, Junior, bro.
Okay, wait. Let me tell you something
answer
that
your
I would
question.
do.
She's not the one.
Let me tell you something that I would do. If I were to write a book about maybe let's just say somebody broke my heart or something, I'll put their picture on the
You'd
cover.
put the girl
No,
on the book.
also, a book to have a cover of someone's image, it goes a long way because it can be so and all.
There's a lot of rights that
There's
go
a lot
with
of
it,
rights
yeah.
that goes through that, and also the person themselves must also accept. Even for me to get this lady here, she was not the lady that I wanted. Yeah, but she's the.
You just said that in a public platform.
No, this is exactly what I wanted. I wanted an Afro girl.
You mean in that
Yeah,
way?
in that way. But she's not the lady that I wanted here. So because there's quite a lot of things that you have to go through and all that, so it's quite complicated.
Yeah.
But she ended up being the one. But she's not the lady who. No one broke my heart.
Okay. so tell me about the book.
Yeah.
Tell me in a short it's called InnocentLove. You know, a testament of youth from a lover's perspective, based on a true story. So from earlier on when you were telling us, I can like try to at least piece things together, and from the questions you were avoiding also off camera.
No, I'm gonna answer the question because we're on camera.
Yes. So I can try to piece things together and try in my head now. I'm really just trying to piece things together. Will you allow me to piece things together? To try to piece things together.
Go for it.
So you stayed alone at a young age, which started leading into you depending on yourself and nothing but yourself.
Perfect.
But also the lack of confidence as well because of not having family around you to strengthen you also. What else? The feeling of abandonment as well. I think I said that.
Feeling
Right?
neglected and all that, abandoned.
Yes. Those factors alone affect a person's love life. And love life and life in general.
Not really.
Not really.
Yeah, not really. Because that's not really what I went through, you know, in order for me to come to this point of writing this book.
Okay, I know. I just tried to piece
you
things
tried to
together.
piece, you tried.
I tried.
But guys, you tried, but you didn't get it right. Just to let you guys know.
You tried, guys.
I really tried. So then, what is the book about, my brother?
Okay.
I really
Linux is
tried.
laughing at you. Hey, Linux, we on camera. You know, just try to be a little bit.
Nah, it's like the science part.
Not gonna keeping it classy. It's okay. Okay. Well, so your question is,
What is the book about?
okay, my book is about relationship and mental health. So in the book, it's actually a true story, like it's written, and it speaks about my love experience. In the book, there's about four or five girls, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. So so it speaks about my love journey. I knew you guys gonna react like this. So and also like I said, it's relationship and mental health. And throughout my journey, I've learned quite a lot of things, you know, with all the girls that I've encountered.
Yeah.
You see, because I'm this type of person. I always feel like there's always a lesson you can learn through every relationship that you can go through. You see, and unfortunately, in the book, I encountered one girl who was the main girl of my life. You see, so as you guys gonna dive into your questions, maybe I can speak more about it. I'm not saying you guys should ask me that question. But
I won't.
Yeah, but
I
if
know-
you ask
I
me
know-
that question, I'm gonna know how to make it a long way. Yeah, just let you know. But so there's that one person who has been through certain things in life, which I always felt like if she could open up about it, she could still be alive, you know. And unfortunately, this person is normal, and that is where these all things also, you know, came for me to try to. That's why I'm even writing this book, you know, opening up and all that. So because I felt like it's not only her who felt to open up, you know, and today she's not here, but there are also thousands of people out there who are failing, and I never want someone at the end not to be there, you know, and they loved one to be like, this person is normal because of this and that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's, you know, like I said, you know, I've been traumatized, depressed, and all that, and that girl, you know, she got me to those mental things, you know, which really affected me so bad when I lost her. And it's very sensitive. I don't even know how I got here, but I have to speak it out, you know, because it's life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, it just changed from the moment you mentioned no longer here. We're just like, oh, people always come to the show and drop bombs on us. man.
Hey.
Yeah.
Jeez, Jules.
Yeah. Man. Now I want to read the book. No.
Was this here or this was when you were here? All right.
Yeah, it was when I was here. And it's funny. It's very funny when when I'm writing this book. I don't understand. I had to go through everything into details. You see, like I want everything, first date, first kiss, first everything.
Yeah.
You see, especially with that girl. She's, like I said, she's one of the main character of the book. But there's other girls, which you guys have to discover as well. Yeah, but to answer your question, yeah, everything happened here in SA. Yeah, in Johannesburg.
So now, how did it feel having to relive all those experiences with the first dates, the first everything? How did that feel, like reliving all of that?
So, like I said, sometimes you have to go back. You have to go back in order for you to heal. You really have to. You have to open up. When I got an editor, and we started to write, started writing and all that, my editor is telling me, Joseph, this is not poetry. You have to write everything. And I'm like, Junior, I have to write everything. I have to go back in the past to speak about all these things. And I'm thinking to myself, this is going to affect me negatively.
Yeah.
And I don't want to do that. That's what I'm thinking. I don't want to do it. But then when I started writing, everything, I felt like, no, I needed this thing. You see, it was very, like me just writing this book has just hurt me so much.
Yeah.
You see, and I had to go back to relive the moment again. It was not easy, but I felt like it was needed for me. And I wrote everything. And
What did you get to a point where, let's say, please, I want you to like take us through that process where you said it wasn't easy for you. Take us through that process where you had to, let's just say you were writing somewhere, you were writing about something, and that memory kind of triggered a lot in your mind. Like now we haven't read the book, but just give us a little bit of a taste, like which memory was there, what happened on the day, like just.
okay, I'm gonna speak about our last anniversary. Her name is Soraya. Yeah, her real name is not Soraya, but on the book, her name is Soraya. So it was our last anniversary, and on that anniversary, I discovered quite a lot of things about her because she opened up, about what she was going through and all that. And after the anniversary, based on what happened on the day, she wrote to me a letter. And I don't know, I just like to. She wrote me this letter.
Don't cry, my brother.
No, I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna cry.
Yeah.
Lennox, you can just read from. Cool. Just read from here to down, I believe. Yeah.
I'm gonna read this as
Don't read everything.
No.
From here to
exclusive read
Yeah.
from. Then I'm gonna read it as straight as possible to put no emotion on this.
yeah.
I believe when you gave.
Can you read, brother?
I believe when you give someone the best of you, forever is inevitable.
Can go to the end. Yeah.
I pray that the Lord blesses us, protects us, keeps us together, and reform our lives. I can't wait to see what God has in store for us. Happy anniversary, my gift of love.
So this letter, when I went back to it, it just triggered a lot of things. Yeah, it just triggered a lot of things, and yeah, that night I couldn't sleep because I was telling myself, but this is what she wrote, this is what she wanted, and unfortunately she's not here. So which means whatever that she believed in is not going to happen, and I was damaged. And that was the most difficult, phase of me writing this book when I got to this letter.
Okay. What was happening in your life? What were the signs where you saw, like, you know what, this is no longer you now?
What do you mean?
It was like, did you like reflecting in the past will make you like some people run away from the actual truth. Did you at some point run away from actually going back to the past and actually?
At some thinking about it, it's like a fight in your mind. You're like, I don't want to go back, but at the same time, like, no, you have to go back in order for you to heal, So at the end of the day, I had to go back,
Yeah.
I had to go back, and like I said, it was not easy, but it was needed. It was needed. And it's very funny because even me sitting right here, if you guys even talking about it, I just don't want you guys to feel like, sorry for me and whatever, which is normal. You guys gonna feel that, but it's just like the courage, even to open up and to speak about it. I don't know where is that coming from, but it just shows, and I'm just proud of myself, like, yeah, Joseph, you have actually conquered, this situation,
Yeah.
because I wouldn't think in the future I will have this courage even to speak about all these things, openly the way I'm doing, and the only way I could have get here, I had to go back. I just had to go back.
Yeah. With that, right? Like, I don't think we feel sorry for you. I think, I don't, because I could only feel sorry for you if you hadn't healed. You get me?
Yeah.
When I see you, I don't know. Maybe this is just the exterior, and when you go home, you're someone else.
going down.
You don't know,
Definitely, you're right. You're right.
You
The
get
way
me?
you're thinking, you're right. Because sometimes we can pretend, to be okay.
Yeah.
With out there, you want to show people that I'm this strong person, whatever. But when you are by yourself, like,
That's you,
you're just down.
yeah.
It's like, how do you feel about yourself when you're by yourself? You just like start going to all these things, and you don't know who to talk to because you've already portrayed that image that you're strong, so you don't need help.
Exactly,
because
yeah.
you have dealt with the situation. But no, when you're by yourself, like, no, damn, I'm just this weak, and like you said, I like to hear that, like you say, that just to have this courage to speak about it, it just shows I've just passed that stage.
Yeah,
It does not mean that I don't feel the pain. Yes, I still feel
Of course
the pain.
not, yeah.
You see, but it's okay. It's just like, it's part of life.
It's part of
unfortunately,
life.
yeah. You have
It's
to
part
say
of
that's life. Yeah. I'm gonna close this now. Yeah, like you're saying, I can't feel sorry for you because you look like a healed man.
Yeah.
Thank you, man.
So
Thank
there's
you.
nothing to be sorry for.
Thank you.
So that's very encouraging. It seems like a lot's been dealt here.
Yeah,
We've dealt with quite a lot.
Quite a lot.
But the one thing I wanted to say is, I think this is the best form of therapy. Not the book, but even the book, you can read the book. I mean, like writing down what you feel. Because I feel talking to yourself doesn't really work, when you in your head and you're talking to yourself. Put it on paper, diaries, I think are very important to understand where your head is at in that moment, And I think this is, for you, was the best therapy, going back.
It was the best.
and
Definitely,
really,
it was the best.
Really being reflective.
But also in the book, there's a chapter, it's called the Journey to Recovery, and it just shows how it is important to have someone that you can openly speak to about whatever that you're going through.
Yeah.
And make sure you speak to the right person, which is important.
Again, yeah.
Someone who has been through the situation, who will know how to guide you, And right now, I feel like I'm just like that right person who can also help people who are going through these kind of things. You see, that's why I'm just out here, making sure to reach out that one person,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hearing that, I understand your journey now.
You understand?
I understand
And
why
now, I feel like now you guys can understand also the Joe Midas thing, where it's coming from.
Yeah.
All that.
Yeah. So the part where I asked that, well, what did you do when you had to reflect? Bro, do you know? I told you, right? Did I tell you? So apparently, I found out that he went to hibernation for a whole year just to write this.
Yes, you told me. And at that time, I did laugh because I was like, this guy disappeared for a year and then comes out with a book. You know what I'm saying?
Just like, nobody knows what he was doing.
No one knows what he's doing. Disappears, comes back,
Comes back with a book.
And does anyone know you as a writer, or was this like your first attempt at writing?
someone knows me as a writer, which is the girl. She always encouraged me to write, and she once told me that I must publish a book, one day. Unfortunately, it's happened in the way that I'm publishing a book which is talking about her not being here, you see. And she knew, and she really encouraged me. But it's something which I really kept for myself, to be honest, because no one knew, It was just a surprise to everyone to discover that I've written. I've written a book and it's here, like people didn't know, you see.
Yeah.
Maybe to be very honest, I've got a very close friend of mine. I was sending him few, of stories which I was just writing, And it was just like, oh, this is good, man. You're a writer. You must write. He was just giving me that, just encouraging me,
Yeah.
But also, him didn't know how big this thing was or how it's going to turn, And no one knew, When my father, because I went to my father just to give him the book, just like this, it was like, okay. No one knew, to be honest.
Yeah.
It's just a surprise to everyone.
Okay, I know there are people out there. You just like me. You're just asking random questions, G. Right now, like 1,000 questions are popping in my head.
I have a lot of questions, but yeah.
But at the same time, I'm like, what should we expect at the book launch? Should we come through with our notes, our questions written out? Are you gonna answer us or something like that?
Oh, Q&A.
Yeah.
No, definitely there's a QA, and I would like to answer questions. Yeah, I would like to answer questions. Like I said, there is no need to hide anything at this point, Yeah, so whatever question that you guys have, come to the book launch and ask the question, and the book is there, I've written everything.
Yeah.
So you can also grab a copy and also to dive yourself into this journey of mine.
The innocent love. Mr. Lenny, before I cut the show, do you have anything to say?
Yes, I do.
So why you saying it?
Why are you doing that? Now my thoughts are clouded now.
It's all over the place now.
No, keep that.
The thing is, the moment you say that, you remember you talk about the questions, so now like what question should I ask, because there's quite a lot of it now, and also you have to cut and all these things. So
okay.
So you must ask the right question.
I don't want us to give off the full scope of the book.
No,
Okay.
we want.
I'm seeing there's a serial code at the back here. Does that mean do you look to publish these in? Are you going to give these to bookstores, and how's that going to work?
Yes, definitely. I'm going to give it to the bookstores, definitely. But the book is already published. Yeah, that's why you see there's a barcode. And after my book launch on my website, I will leave places where you guys can purchase the book,
okay, cool.
like Take It Out, Amazon, all that, and But the book, I think the book should be already there, by the time this podcast is released. So but definitely I'm looking into. But I'm looking into going to like stores also to just top some copies and have it also in stores, just to make it a bit flexible for other people.
Because online for some people,
online, Take a lot. Sometimes
it
gives people don't know how to use this devices, so they don't feel it safe.
Is there? I don't think that's a good question.
Any question is I will take it, huh? I will take it. Yeah. Any question is a question. I'm trying. Why are you looking for that? That's kind of a question. I don't know.
You're right.
Just ask me any question.
I was gonna ask.
You see, you guys. This is what you guys are going to do to me on my book launch. So
we'll be continuously like, hey,
that's the thing.
Actually, you guys are making this thing actually easy for me, because I'm like, okay, this guy not gonna ask me hard questions on the day.
On the day we're gonna be asking you hard questions.
I'm waiting. Yeah, what was your question, sir?
You cooked it, right?
Yeah,
Did you cook?
I don't really want. Nah, I was just
save it for the day, right?
Yeah, I'll save it for the day.
Save it for the day. All right, guys.
Sorry. Can I read this? Because just this back, because I like this line that he wrote here. I think I wrote it on my phone better, but anyways. It says here, and I quote, "He believes that a better world is possible when people take care of themselves." And that is there's no true statement I've heard today. Is all I'll say. That fix your fix the home before you. There's a thing, man. It's like fix home before you go out into the world. I don't know. All right, you guys can talk while I find it. Can I have my phone?
Give him the phone. Give him the phone. I think I know what you wanted to say, but I don't want to phrase it. I want to find it the way you want to.
These guys don't want to end the episode. These people want to keep on talking. Bro. My God. Okay.
You guys can talk for a bit. Hold on.
No, we're not gonna talk. We're waiting for you.
Before, and then we're gonna talk. He's gonna forget.
Yeah.
And then it comes back.
We know it's games now. We're waiting for you.
He's gonna be like, "Oh, I lost my train of thought." Oh, come on, dog.
Yeah, but just like you say, it's just a belief which I have. It's just I believe you. Did you find it? When you found it, you let me know.
That's Wi-Fi, man.
I just believe that a better world is possible when people take care of themselves.
Yeah.
And that goes a long way, mentally, physically, spiritually, and financially, especially those 4 aspects. If you can take care of yourself in these 4 aspects,
yeah.
you're gonna just enjoy this life, man.
Yeah.
But it's quite a challenge, but you just have to.
It's really big. Me, I'm big on mental health. I think that's the one place that I'm so big at. And I appreciate it when people actually speak out about it, especially when it comes to men. I'm a growing young man, and I've seen like a lot of older people that I used to look up to. Like, you see, when a person is scared of going back and facing the past, no matter how old that person is, when you see like this person is old, but they're so afraid of going back and tackling what they had to go tackle. And with that, I feel like it's not a bad thing to say that you actually need help. It's not a bad thing to actually say that I'm dealing with this. I don't know how to deal with it. And I just feel that people like you are leaving a legacy, bro. And it's something that a lot of people don't really like take serious. There's a part where so I attend a lot of these church functions where they're like pastors and everything, so you get to understand different mindsets, different doctrines. But there's one person that said we're living in a world where they romanticize not staying in one place, or like we live in an era that romanticizes mental health. And in a way, I'm here to say on a public platform, you are wrong. Because it's time that each generation has something to deal with. True. True. The other generation might be something about physical, providing a home for the family. The next generation might be dealing with like, providing a good mental health
environment.
Yeah, for their kids. And we don't know what our kids are going to be providing afterwards, What?
Slick.
Yeah, I'm cooking.
No, I like that.
Yeah, I know it. Dog. I'm wise, bro.
No, this guy, when it comes to mental health, he can really open up his brain. Look how smart he is now.
He was quiet. He was quiet the whole show.
The whole time.
He was quiet the whole show.
He was speechless. Asking me some question which didn't make sense. I'm just kidding.
With me on my
I'm
show.
just kidding. No, we're just trying to keep it classy,
Call it keeping it Joe, bruh.
The thing is, just coming this side.
They should go back and see the type of question that you asked.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So themselves they will judge. So me, I just say my part.
Nah.
Did you get it?
You found it.
Well, it's not what I thought it was, but I found 2 that I like that
Relates
that relate to the same line.
Give the guy also space, man. Come on.
Take care of home first before impressing the streets. That's I don't know. It's alright. And then this one by Mother Teresa. If you want to change the world, go home and love your family. Again, it's you know what I mean. It's
true. That's true. It relates exactly to that, because how can you change the world if you haven't changed yourself?
Yeah, exactly.
You see, like how do you do that? You see, how do you do that?
If you're not fine, how do you expect to make
It's
a
like
difference?
you have to lead by example.
Yeah.
And the reason why I'm here, it's like, I'm gonna put it this way. I'm like, I wanna be that leader, because I've been through this kind of thing, and I know what it feels like. You see, I know. So I'm like, okay, I'm here. I'm gonna help you. You see, so which means I did take care of myself. I know everything.
Like literally, like literally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A whole diary.
I don't know why am I speaking about this book like this now. You guys made me speak a lot about this book.
Nah, man, you know,
This guy, there is some mood in this place. I start speaking about things. I think you guys should publish this thing after my book.
Yeah. That's probably smart.
That wouldn't be.
Definitely.
Nah. I think they'll be more excited to see us on your book launch more than see you, you know.
Of
Whoa.
course.
And with that, people, it looks like we had a wrap.
Yo, okay. Yeah, Joseph, before we close, you can ask us one question.
Oh, yes. You said you had questions for us, yeah.
You had questions for us before.
Well, I don't want to keep it so long. And first of all, I'm very grateful, to be here. Yeah. I love the energy that young people can have. Yeah. I don't know why is that I always feel like I'm this old person. I'm also young,
I wanted to say.
Yeah, but I just love this environment, and thank you guys for having me, for the invitation.
Of course.
I will appreciate, and I'm looking forward to guys to see you on the book launch. Definitely come with your questions. Even those that doesn't make sense, I will still answer that. And,
this guy's beefing with you, bro.
And I just had one question to ask. I think I'll be asking Lennox. So the keeping it classy, this podcast, I'm just curious to know, when did you guys start, and why keeping it classy?
No. This is
I'm asking him.
Ask him.
Yeah, okay, you're asking me. Well, then I started when was it June?
June, yeah.
For me, keeping Kasi never existed before June. So I could say for me, keeping a Kasi started in June, But it had been running for 3 years before that.
So you just joined the community, something like that?
I joined this community. I am now part. I was hijacked.
So how do you feel, just being part of this? Keeping it classy.
It's great, man. I like to talk, So I think it's a great platform to really, express whatever I'm feeling with the particular guest at the moment. You know what I mean? Because I do have a lot to say about almost everything. So it's very, it's nice, man. I was trying to find a fancy word. It's nice, right?
The fancy word is nice.
The fancy word is nice. Like, it's good to be here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It feels good to be here, yeah.
It's like another word. It's like you just find yourself in the right environment. To say, okay, this is for Junior, and it's like I feel so inspired, because by you, the first time when you spoke, you told me about the journey. How it started. Yeah. I even asked you some background question, like why. I was also trying to do my own thing also as well,
Yeah.
But I felt so inspired because you're still young and you still have, many, years ahead of you that you can actually do big things, Yeah. And I always believe, it is such a piece of advice, I always believe that, man, you have to think big, and you're starting here, it's already big. And how do you feel?
Me cry, bro.
How do you feel? Don't cry. It's just an advice. How do you feel? How do you feel after all that you've been through? And also you've got the podcast. How do you feel? Just being here.
It's really amazing. It's really amazing. This is the one spot where I completely forget about everything. This is the second place. First one is church. The second one is this one. This is the place where I just forget about everything, man. We get to be who we really want to be, and getting to meet people. My biggest aim is creating a community. Creating a community, building friendships. People be. I don't want it to be like other podcasts. Just we just here, we talk stuff, we move current stuff. But I want us to leave a message for people to watch, even if it's 5 years, or later on down the years, even when I'm not even alive in this earth, just to leave something like that. Yeah,
that's lovely, man. And I just had a piece, something which I wrote for all young people, and I think it's also for you guys, And it's at the back of my book cover. It says, "Let's hold on onto our youth in our heart and dream of a future that is uniquely ours. It's okay to be too young to know who you want to be. So I'm just like, this is for you guys. So, and I'm very proud of you guys, for what you guys are doing.
Oh, thank you, man.
So, and I've got a gift for you guys.
Hey, where's Pink? Where for the first time?
What do you mean? Where's
This is for you
Pink?
guys.
Where's Pink? Oh, no.
It's for all of you guys.
Hey, he gave
So-
me, dog.
So it's for all of you guys.
All
I'm
of
giving
us.
you
can hear
because
what
you
he's
are,
saying. He's the boss.
Yeah, you're the boss. So it's for all of you guys. So I wish I could give you guys the book, but you guys have got to buy this
Must
book.
buy.
But yeah,
We have to buy.
man, they give you open straight. You want this guy
This
to see? They're going to hijack me now.
Oh, come on. There's a pen in here, guys.
I like pens. Is it black?
Yeah.
I love
it's black. You can check it out, dog.
Okay.
Wow, what a nice pen, man.
Oh,
Like,
Pink is gonna be mad.
oh.
Yeah.
I told Pink to stay. She wanted to go.
She
You
wanted
see
to
now,
go.
Pink. You see.
Pink, bro.
Next time, if you guys invite me, I'm gonna come. Just with your own gifts.
Yeah, but not today, girl.
Not today.
Not today. Yeah.
One last question before we close it up.
Yeah.
What's after the book? I know that's such a big question. What's after the book? I know that's a.
Oh yes. Writing this book was like, okay, I also discover myself, it's just like I discover myself, the talent that I have, and I'm planning to write another book, I'm planning to write another book, so I feel like that's going to be me, yeah, based on the vision which I've got with Joe Midas, so I feel like I have to really dig more into this thing. So something is coming, you see. And this is my format of books. I want to have it as small so that it can be
like
easy
that,
for
yeah.
people to travel with, Something just small,
Nothing
And
crazy.
I just don't want something big and all that. So this is, if you see something like this, just think about me. So yeah, but something is coming.
Something.
Something is coming. Listen, don't say I don't ask the right questions, people. I do this for you. Something is coming.
So this thing of us asking the right questions will never end, right? So guys, okay, thank you very much. Please,
No, someone has a question to ask. You wanted to ask a question?
No.
Okay.
You wanted to ask a question? Oh. Please like, share, subscribe, ladies and gentlemen. Everything will be down below in the description box below, and we're gonna basically update it once the books are on the social media platforms, website, and where to actually buy it. And catch us at the book launch. Yes. He said he's hoping that this video drops after the book launch, but
We'll talk about it.
Now you guys can do what you want to do. Yeah.
I don't think that's gonna happen.
It's not up to me. If the boss say we're gonna drop it tomorrow, what can I do?
This guy's in the
Yeah.
boss thing. Okay, guys, thank you very much. Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Nah.